The mind is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. I created this podcast as a daily supplement for you to invest into your thinking. This is your
daily mind medicine.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another Mind Medicine. Got a quick one for you today, and this is coming up because I'm seeing this a lot I'm seeing this a lot with clients, and I'm seeing this a lot on social media. And I don't have to tell you that the world, really, not just the country, but the world has kind of been in a timid space, a little bit of a landmine in the last few weeks. And maybe you're the kind of person that's like, hey, I don't want to pay attention to it. Cool. Bury your head in the sand and become irrelevant. That's fine by me. But I think you have an obligation to pay attention and to really listen to what is going on, what the climate is, because if you don't, you will become tone deaf and you'll become irrelevant. And there's no question about it. But this thought that is in my head is that this crises will reveal what you would not deal with yourself. A crisis will reveal what you would not deal with yourself. It is never going to change. The world is the way that it is. And every couple of decades, we have these Swan Events, these crises that pop up. And what you get to see is the selective dismantling of the people who have built a measure of success, but they did not earn it. And they never dealt with the shit that they went through as a child or as a young adult. And it's mind-boggling to me that you could have any level of influence, that you could have anybody pay attention to you with all of this darkness inside of you that you never actually dealt with. And you see it come out when people are squeezed, when there's a little bit of pressure that is invoked upon a person. They begin to show the world all of the things that they never actually dealt with. You've got full-grown adults begin to cry. Not because crying is wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't cry. I'm saying you have full-grown adults begin to cry, not because something is wrong, but because they have this massive insecurity. They have this massive load of fear. You know how many people have been successful in spite of the fear and insecurity and chronic imposter syndrome that they carry around? You do not want to be this person. And it sounds like I'm ranting. It sounds like I'm going off. But my friends, what I'm trying to show you is that the inner work to heal yourself, the inner work to deal with the things in your life that have bothered you, it is worth taking a moment to sit down and slow down and unpack these things. Because I can honestly tell you, there is nothing in my world, there is nothing in my history, there's nothing in my life that bothers me that I do not have awareness around why, that I do not have self-awareness around what did I do to contribute to this situation. And maybe I'm only speaking to a select handful of you. Maybe this isn't for everyone. But if you're listening to this podcast, you're doing so because you want to develop the resolve of a champion. You want to develop the mental acuity and the mental sustenance to be able to push through obstacles that may show up. And I'm telling you, the greatest drug that you can have for right now is to actually go back to the moments in your life that made you feel like you were not enough. Go back to the moments in your life that made you angry. Go back to the moments in your life that made you feel like you had a disadvantage or that other people did not believe in you, and deal with those moments. Because the success you get from the bad emotions, the success you get with the chip on your shoulder is not real success. It's not sustainable success. What good is success if you don't take pride in the process? What good is achievement if you are not fulfilled as a byproduct of that achievement? I had to make a decision a long time ago that I was not going to frustrate my way to the top of the mountain. I wasn't going to allow my motivation to be, well, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. I had to actually become healthy, my friends, and so do you. Because if you don't, then eventually a crisis will pop up and it will reveal to the world and it will expose to the world what you were not willing to deal with yourself. Try not to be vague, or trying to be as honest as I can with this communication, but take some time, go back to the dungeon and deal with where you came from. Make yourself healthy. Nothing you achieve from a place of unhealth is worth it. All right, see you guys.
DailyMindMedicine.com.